Feedback is an essential cornerstone for effective running of a business. Feedback was a way to establish positive culture in any organization. However, in today's corporate world, it has become a process which is best avoided due to incorrect practices. Hi, my name is Rashie Sinha and I am a business productivity coach and corporate trainer. Welcome to another episode of Midweek Business Moments, where I share quick tips and hacks that will help you streamline work and lead to better business success. In today's episode, we will first understand the top 3 red flags related to feedback and move on to 10 tips to bring back efficiency that should come along with constructive feedback. If you are practicing any of these activities which I am going to list below or see them happening in your organization, mark them as red flag and avoid them. So the top 3 red flags are: red flag number 1, using feedback as a means to a specific end. Most corporate heads use feedback as a tool to justify not giving promotion or a raise. That's an absolute no, never do that. Red flag number 2, making it personal. Many times corporate heads make the mistake of making the feedback about the person, not a specific behavior or skill in question. When the feedback begins to target the individual instead of the skill set that is expected, it is a huge red flag. Red flag number 3, being vague and unrealistic. When you make statements like, "You can do better," or "I expect more from you," it can be very frustrating. It is also frustrating to receive a feedback on things or situations that are not in your control, like the weather. Now that we understand the red flags, let's talk about the top 10 tips that will help build a positive culture and effective feedback leading to growth. Tip number 1, nurture a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They view their innate abilities as a starting point and have a love for learning. Strong feedback cultures value this mindset. They value learning and development and view feedback as an opportunity to improve. And they don't just say they value these things, they show it and integrate it into their business. Tip number 2, be respectful. Deliver feedback carefully and respectfully. If given too frequently and without regard to feeling, the person on the other end may get into a defensive mode, possibly losing confidence, self-esteem and motivation. Tip number 3, it starts at the top. When the leaders of an organization embrace feedback, employees tend to fall in line and do the same. Lead by example. Leaders must consistently ask for feedback up and down the hierarchy and even sideways, and visibly show that they receive feedback very well. Tip number 4, make it a routine. Feedback is not a once in a while activity or to be done when something has gone wrong. Incorporate feedback mechanism within the work cycle. When a team member receives feedback on a regular basis, they develop a positive outlook towards it. Tip 5, feedback is not always negative. Appreciating someone on a job well done is also feedback. Remember that and be generous in complimenting or highlighting the achievement of a team member. Tip number 6. Keep it private. When giving a not so favorable feedback, it is one-to-one and to do it in private. Keep track of the progress and handhold if and when required. Tip number 7. Show that you care. Take it ahead from the above tip. When you are involved along with the team member in their growth, they will be even more open to learn and improve. Tip number 8. Encourage reverse feedback. We hire team members for their skills, which means most of them know the basics at least, or things associated with the work on the plate. Empower them by asking for their opinion on a project at hand or even on the specific decision that needs to be taken. When you make a decision based on a feedback received from the team member, highlighting it, this will make them positively invested in the project and overall growth of the firm. Tip number 9. Don't offer quick fixes and be patient. One of the expected outcome from a feedback should be self-reflection. Let the feedback receiver decide the next course of corrective action. If they want some time to think and come back, allow that flexibility but decide a mutually accepted timeline for the same. Tip number 10. End the conversation on a positive note and a plan. It is important that when you have given a negative feedback, you work with the team member on the how. How can they improve and extend your support in guiding them? Setting mutually acceptable milestones and expected results are the way forward over here. In short, feedback can be a very powerful motivator as long as it is administered effectively. Although each industry is going to be different, it is still beneficial for employees to know their work is noticed and appreciated. When feedback is used, motivation should increase, thus will productivity. That's all I have for you today. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon so that you can receive a notification whenever I share a new content. Also, if you think people in your circle will benefit from this video, go ahead and share it with them. Thanks for your time.